And we are back. It's the Casual Marks, and we're running through our 2024 WWE Royal Rumble predictions. There's only 4 matches, but 2 of those matches are the Royal Rumble, so there's a lot to talk about with
Looks
it.
like we're gonna have an early night on Saturday.
I don't know about that one.
Nah, nah.
In case this is your first time checking us out, I am the Mark.
Thought we weren't introducing ourselves anymore, but I'm the casual.
Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Let's talk about the United States Championship match.
Wait. First and foremost, how are these? Is it gonna be the United States Championship match, and then the Fatal Four-Way, or is it how is it gonna work?
Like, what's the actual card for
Yeah,
the
like what's
show?
the main event?
I
Is
don't
Roman the
know.
main event?
I don't know.
If Roman is not the main event, then there's 0% chance he's losing.
I would say there's 0% chance he's losing regardless, but
Well,
we'll
that's
get
a
into
fair
that
point. That's a
later.
fair point. Okay, sorry.
I don't know the order of the matches. This is just the ones that I saw on Wikipedia in order.
Okay.
So first up is Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul. For a rundown of the story, Logan Paul became U.S. champion at Crown Jewel after defeating Rey Mysterio. There was an 8-man tournament held on SmackDown to find the new number 1 contender. In the finals of that, Kevin Owens defeated Santos Escobar. But throughout the whole time, he's been working with an injured hand thanks to Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Now, Logan Paul has threatened legal action if Kevin Owens uses his cast in the match because he struck him with it after becoming number 1 contender, causing permanent real damage. No, probably not permanent and probably not that real. But he did do damage to Logan Paul.
So does that mean Logan Paul can't use his bionically
No, that's
infused
inside of his
fist?
hand. He can't get rid of that. But Kevin Owens is using an illegal foreign object.
Okay.
So,
Just like Bob Orton.
exactly, completely
Gotcha.
separate things. That's basically the story that we have going into this. This is going to be Logan's first defense since winning the championship. It's going to be his
I'll
first
say
match since
I
winning
just
it.
want to say this. He has been everywhere with his championship belt. He has been like just putting it on random people and
Yeah,
just
pretty much
flexing it all over Instagram.
everyone that's coming on Impulsive is getting pictures with them and the US title.
Yeah, like
And
Logan
that's
Paul
exactly why
is.
he has it.
Yeah, I know people hate him and they love to hate him, but for what he is doing for WWE is the amount of money that he's bringing them in and the viewership and just the marketing is incredible to especially either a lot of people that normally wouldn't watch or know about WWE or knew about it a long time ago and might be getting reeled back in.
Maybe so. And I think not only that, just in ring, Logan Paul not only is talented enough to carry a title, but gets the crowd invested enough to deserve it.
I was about to say the same thing. Like there's not a lot of people that I guess their in ring work tells the story, but Logan Paul, he can do that. And I guess it's probably because of his talking while he's also working it, but he really is a very gifted, talented in ring and out of ring performer.
Yeah, to his credit, or to his detriment, I guess, he is getting put with a lot of people that are very, very good wrestlers and
Why is
very
that
good
detriment?
at it. Because it's like, there's a lot of people online. I've even seen them in our TikTok comments at the Casual Marks podcast, saying that he's just being carried.
Oh,
And I believe Kevin Owens largely said it himself that he was talking to Logan Paul, said he was protected and carried and given opportunities when other people had to earn them. And he's not necessarily wrong.
well, yeah.
But I think Logan Paul has proven himself in ring and has proven himself on the mic enough to be at his position on the card.
Yeah, I agree with that. He
I mean,
is.
maybe if he was like the world heavyweight champion, or if he would have defeated Roman for the Universal, then I'd be like, all right, they're going a little hard.
Yeah. I think the U.S. title is right where it needs to be right now. It needed a little rejuvenation after it was pretty stagnant, I think.
It was one of those that just didn't feel that important, and
Yeah.
now it has a problem of not being present on TV a lot. But getting into predictions a little, I don't think that's changing here at the
No,
Royal
I don't
Rumble.
either. It's one of those things that it might be a good thing that it's kind of off TV for a little bit, and then whoever faces him can bring that into the feud and be like, I'm bringing the glory back to the United States Championship.
Kevin Owens got into that a little bit, trying to be
Gotcha.
like, you aren't even a real wrestler and all that. But I don't think Kevin Owens is going to be the guy to do it. And it's not any kind of like Kevin Owens doesn't, deserve a title or need a title. It's nothing like that. I just don't think it's the time to do it. I think going into Mania season, he's going to be able to have even more impressive people on Impulsive.
Yeah.
He had John Cena today.
Yeah.
And I think doing that and bringing in all these people, they're going to want the exposure of Logan Paul at these different events on Impulsive everywhere else
Yeah.
with the U.S. title.
And he just had Randy Orton on like not long ago as
Mhm.
well. He's having a lot of WWE guys on there. He's just really pushing the brand. It's really kind of cool to see, and just like a marketing aspect, looking inward, or looking at it from an outside perspective.
Yeah, I agree.
But and I think that I would say that I wish he was in the Rumble because last year he put on that freaking awesome showing with Ricochet.
Oh yeah, that big viral spot of the
Yeah,
double clothesline in the middle of the
yeah.
ring.
But I think this will be a good way to kind of elevate Logan even more so for what is going to inevitably, I think, be a WrestleMania match with, I don't know, maybe LA Knight.
I think LA Knight, maybe this is fantasy booking more so than predicting, but I think LA Knight is the kind of person that would make the US title feel bigger.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also think there's a lot of people that would say LA Knight deserves better. And I don't
Mm.
necessarily know. It's going to
Let's see
depend
how he does
on.
with the U.S. Championship first.
This is fair. I think it's also going to depend on how the Rumble goes and who's going to be fighting Roman. Because if Roman does lose the title on Mania to whoever, regardless of who it is, and if
Well, are
the
we going into
undisputed
that match
title,
first?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I think if the undisputed title becomes more present on things like SmackDown, the U.S. title can afford to be less present.
yeah.
But right now, both the U.S. and undisputed Universal Championship are off TV a lot. The tag titles are mostly defended on Raw because of the Judgment Day,
Yeah.
and the women's tag titles have mostly been focused on Raw as well because they have the benefit of the third hour, and now it's on Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Caden Carter and Katana Chance kind of having their little feud over it.
And yeah, I looking at it from a business aspect, I think they might have been doing that to try to get this deal done with Netflix. Maybe I don't know, having all these championships and
Putting a lot of the eggs into Raw
yeah,
because SmackDown had already secured a deal.
exactly. And like kind of like how they did SmackDown beforehand, whenever it was you're having Roman on and John Cena and all these big name people, and then
And
they
then they secured a
secured a big
deal,
deal. Yep, and now Roman.
went home. That's a good point.
I think that is at least maybe a thought. I don't know if that is the reason, but I could see that happening for just a business aspect.
I could too. Getting back into KO and Logan Paul, this is a little bit of a specific prediction, but I think we're going to see a buckshot lariat,
Oh
or I don't know
yeah,
what Logan Paul calls it. Comment down below.
the
What should Logan
impulsive,
Paul call his clothesline?
impulsive lariat,
Sure, why not? I think he's going to go for it and get caught into a stunner.
clothesline from Paul.
That's a good one. That's a good line. Do you have any other
What did you
additional
say? He's gonna get
predictions?
caught to a stunner?
Yeah, like he's going to do the full flip over, and then Kevin Owens is going to kick him in the stomach and stunner him. And I think most likely from that he'll fall back out of the ring and KO won't be able to recover.
You know
I
what I
think
hope?
Logan Paul wins via shenanigans.
Like with
Like Brass
Santos.
Knuckles or who else is on Impulsive?
I don't know their names.
I
I
don't
think one
either.
of the names is George. I
Let's
think
assume that one of the people
maybe it's
is
Jake Paul
named
again.
maybe Jake Paul, maybe George. I don't know who these people are. Whoever it is, I think there's going to be some distraction, and then he'll either use like brass knucks or his repaired hand.
What city is it in?
It's Tropicana Field, so
Oh
what is
yeah,
that?
Tampa.
Tampa?
Yeah, Tampa or St. Petersburg / Tampa
Of
Bay.
course, of course, of course.
Maybe that'll be a short little flight for Jake Paul. So, or maybe it'll be his fiance or something like that.
Regardless, I think we're in
And she'll
agreement
fight Samantha Irvine
because just for fun.
but yeah, because she was kind of flirting with him when He was kind of flirting with her with Ricochet.
So are we in agreement? Logan Paul retains U.S. title.
Yeah, I definitely think Logan Paul is going to retain, and nothing against KO. I love KO. But I will say what I want to see in this match is Logan Paul do a BME.
Ah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and
Just as a
kind of,
way to rub it into Kevin since he hasn't done
yeah,
one since his match with Roman.
exactly. Has it been that long?
I haven't seen him do one. I'm sure he's probably broken it out on like house shows or something,
I
but
didn't
I
know
haven't
if he
seen
had done
one.
it since. I knew it was a PLE. I didn't know if it was Roman or if it was at WrestleMania. I couldn't
I'm pretty
remember.
sure it was last Royal Rumble against Roman when there
Yeah, and
was
he
the pretty
messed it up.
scary botch.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know if he got spooked by it or if they told him you can't do that anymore. But I would like to see Logan Paul break that out.
That'd be a nice little dig. Be
Yeah,
a nice dig.
but
Looking
yeah, I
into
think
the
Logan
oh, go
Paul's.
ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying Logan Paul going over, taking it to Mania, taking it to Australia first, and then Mania.
I think he'll definitely be in Australia.
Yeah, I do too. I think Australia's putting out some money.
Coming up to the next one, then we've got the Fatal Fourway for the undisputed Universal Championship: Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus AJ Styles. There's a lot of moving parts in this one storyline wise. Really, the oldest, Orton was injured by facing the Bloodline in 2022, so that's why he's been out for so long. Then the Bloodline attacked AJ Styles for teaming up with John Cena ahead of Fastlane. LA Knight replaced Styles in that match. Getting the win with John Cena led to him being the number one contender at Crown Jewel, where he lost to Roman Reigns. And then Randy Orton returned at Survivor Series. SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis offered Orton a shot at Roman Reigns as a way to get revenge for the injury that took him out for so long. Styles returned and attacked LA Knight and then went on to say that he felt Knight stole his opportunity at Fastlane,
Oh,
leading to a triple threat for the number one contendership between them. And then Roman Reigns and the Bloodline interfered in that match, which led to this fatal four way. So a lot of moving parts, a lot of story elements going on. Initial feelings, thoughts going into this? You excited? You worried? I don't know. How you feeling?
um, I don't know. I was, I guess, a little bit disappointed that AJ Styles and LA Knight got thrown into this. Just because I thought we were going to get a Randy versus Roman, and that would have felt like the. I don't think there's any chance that Roman's going to lose. It's not like I'm sure once the match comes and I'm in the moment, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, Roman's actually gonna lose it right here. It's gonna be crazy. But and right now, in my sane mind, Roman's no chance. He's losing. He's carrying on to WrestleMania to face The Rock.
I don't know about the facing the Rock part, but I agree that this. I don't see Roman losing this. I think they put it in a fatal four way to try and be like, look, maybe Roman's not going to lose, but they're going to take the
He's
title
only
off
got a
of him.
25% chance of retaining.
If you think about it, he's really only got a 16 and 1/4 chance of winning because he knows that he can't beat Randy Orton.
But I mean, if you believe all the dirt sheets, they're doing that because they don't want Randy Orton to take the pin, and either AJ Styles or LA Knight's going to eat that pin. And I can see it being, I could see either LA Knight or AJ Styles like kind of stopping one of the other from winning, and then Roman like taking advantage and double spearing them or something like that, and then beating them both, and then that kind of sets up a AJ Styles and uh, LA Knight feud. That's what it kind of feels like it's been going.
Yeah, it feels like we have two separate feuds going on. Kind of
Yeah,
like when I'm in GM mode and I need to blow
yeah,
them both off. It's like we've got Roman and Randy, and then we also have LA Knight and AJ Styles. And we've had a little bit of mixture between them as a way to build up some interest, but to me, it just really feels like it would have been almost more beneficial to just do two separate single matches.
yeah. I could see that, but I guess they're trying to keep LA Knight and AJ Styles elevated, but also protecting Randy so he doesn't take a pin right when he came back, right when he comes back.
Maybe.
But
I
you
think
know,
this could
it
factor
would be
into.
absolutely insane if AJ Styles is going for a phenomenal forearm and Randy Orton RKO's him out of nowhere, and then
And
one
then
two
Roman
three.
spears him while he's doing the RKO. That would be
That would
cool.
be awesome. But then we get a 1 2 3 and Roman doesn't even get pinned and loses.
I don't know.
Zero
You got to
percent chance
think.
that happened. Like, you know how I would be angry in the moment that it happened.
I think I would too. Because you got to really remember, this is the longest title reign we will ever see in our lifetime.
No, I think we'll see another one longer.
I don't.
When I become champion.
Because you and me weren't alive for the Hogan reign. Obviously, we also weren't alive for the Bruno reign.
Yeah.
I just do not think we're going to see another reign this long because it's so hard to do a long title reign in this modern, so much content is produced
That's true.
reign.
Because, I mean, there's people already tired of Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah. And unless you're going to like be switching between face and heel and baby face and make a faction while you're at it, no one's getting past 4 years, much less 7.
I don't think that Roman would have if it wasn't for the Bloodline storyline. And, I mean, credit to them. I mean, they've put on a beautiful, beautiful story. And if
It's one of those that watching week to week, it really is a slug to get through.
I don't know, because each week I don't know, I get excited every time there's even mention of Roman Reigns.
See, but that's the thing. With Roman not being on as much, I think it is a purposeful action to try and still keep Roman getting these big reactions so people aren't as tired of him.
Yeah.
But because of that, we also have weeks that do admittedly feel like filler weeks.
Yeah, whenever it's like, well, Roman's not even on this week. Why are we watching this?
Or maybe it's not even that Roman's not on. Maybe it's like, oh, this week Solo Sikoa is angry at Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
And we just have Paul Heyman coming out to watch Randy Orton versus LA Knight.
And then call Roman Reigns up and on his phone. Like, there are certain weeks it feels like filler. And I think that once the story is fully done and we have this, like, basically 4-year-long story of 2020 to
It'll
2024.
be the greatest storyline of all time.
I think people will look back on it as, like, this was minimum A+, if not S tier.
I think this is one of those storylines where in 10 or 15 years we might get like a biopic about it.
I could see something like that. Just because it's been such a long story and everything.
Roman Reigns, played by Roman Reigns.
There you go. Roman Reigns, played by Joe Inoue.
Or Roman Reigns, played by The Rock.
Yes, perfect. And The Rock is played by Joe Inoue.
I was going to say
I think I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Inoue? I don't know.
And then Solo Sikoa would be Roman Reigns, so that way he doesn't have to talk.
We won't get
Rikishi. God, you got to bring Rikishi into it.
We won't get too sidetracked by talking about the bloodline any longer. But we both in agreement.
Oscar, somebody's gonna steal this. We should have cut this.
Trademark this. Legal team, get on it. I'm the legal team.
The Oscar-winning movie, The Bloodline.
Are we both in agreement? Roman retains.
Yeah, Roman retains 1,000,000%. I would be willing to put so much money on it. I'd be willing to put the podcast on
it. Whoa, too far. Do you have a prediction for who gets pinned?
It's either going to be LA Knight or AJ Styles. Like I said, I think it's going to be one of them might be about to win, but they pull one of them off or something, and they're arguing, and then Roman Reigns comes through with a double spear. And then
you think he stacks them? Like pins them both at the same time so that they're officially out of the title contention?
I could see that, yeah.
Or do you think... I think I'm going to say LA Knight eats the pin, but he gets the visual win in the sense of, like, he has the match won, and then AJ catches the referee's hand.
Yeah.
Because they love that spot.
Yeah, they do.
So I think that's where I'm going to go. LA Knight gets the visual win so that he stays looking strong, but takes the pin so that he doesn't get too strong.
And I don't even know if it would be on Roman, though. I could see it being, like, on Randy Orton that he's getting the pin.
Maybe. I think doing it to Roman keeps him a little bit vulnerable going into Mania season.
That's true.
Just because he hasn't even really looked that vulnerable. Like, he had a couple moments in the LA Knight match, but since losing to, the Usos.
Yeah.
And that was all the way back in, June for Money in the Bank? May or June or something? Regardless. That's my prediction.
I think he wins it relatively clean as well. I don't think this is going to be a...
I think the other members of the Bloodline will be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So I don't think they interfere in this match.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like Roman Reigns is like, yo, take care of business, I'll take care of business.
And I think in a fatal four-way environment, you and I have talked off air before about it's very hard for Roman to win clean at this point because it essentially buries whoever he beat clean.
Because then it's like, well, why do you have to cheat against all these other guys?
Yeah, especially if he doesn't even try to cheat.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I got this. Like, I mean, Matt Riddle he beat without any help. And it was like, all right, Matt Riddle's done.
Send him to OnlyFans.
There you go.
I'm just going to throw this out there that I was just thinking about. I think it's really cool that Paul Heyman like never really cheats for Roman Reigns.
He is pretty much purely a tactician before and after matches.
I think that's a really cool aspect of his managerial style that I guess I haven't really thought about, that it's always the family coming in. It's not the wise man doing anything.
I agree.
But yeah, Roman's on top. The big dog. I acknowledge you.
Acknowledged. Let's go into the women's. The women's actually.
Whenever we have cameras, they'll be able to see us.
Yeah, they'll be able to see that we pointed. Let's go into the women's. The women's only has a couple of confirmed entrants for the Royal Rumble.
You think there's really only be 4 matches?
I mean, we are recording this right after Dynamite on the go-home week, so the only time that they could realistically add a match is SmackDown.
I'm trying to think. Who could they be adding?
Now, they've already said they're going to do things like the Kabuki Warriors versus the Spitfire Warriors on the SmackDown after Rumble.
Yeah, and then like DIY versus the
Judgment Day. That's going to be on Raw. So like, I think they're set that they're going to do 4. But that makes a very exciting time for us as fans.
How long does a normal Royal Rumble match last? An hour?
Typically. It's typically a little over a minute per.
They've been hammering these like 3-hour PLEs. I kind of miss that.
See, we say that, but remember last year it was over 4 hours.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
the Royal Rumble.
Yes,
there weren't that many matches on that one either.
You gotta remember about Cody's 45-minute pyro session.
Exactly.
But I was gonna say I kind of missed the 7-hour-long PLE.
I don't miss that much.
I'm just kidding. I don't either.
You didn't experience, man. You weren't there live.
No, I did not.
The women's is to me the slightly more exciting one because, well, I think with them having so many fewer confirmed participants, that means there's going to be a lot of surprises. Let's look at the confirmed participants. We have Bayley, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Ivy Nile, Nia Jax, and Maxine Dupree. That's it.
Yeah, that's not a lot of contestants.
But what's exciting is I could very easily see Bayley, Becky, or Bianca winning out of those 3.
And Nia Jax.
I don't know about that part. I don't know if we're doing Nia versus Rhea at Mania.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of returns and a lot of surprise people, or a lot of call-ups maybe.
Well, let's look at what some of the more popular theories that people have had online are. Because we see a lot of people around this time, maybe some call it predictions, I call them fantasy bookings, but we've seen teases online from the likes of Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks in WWE, posting things. AEW's posting some cryptid stuff. The dirt sheets are posting some cryptid stuff.
Well, the dirt sheets are saying that
she's going AEW confirmed.
Imminent to debut on.
They did say that on the first episode of Dynamite of this year, where she didn't debut.
And then
they said it was going to be saved for the homecoming the next week, where she didn't debut.
Maybe it'll be at is it Revolution?
Yeah, Revolution's the next PLE.
When we go,
she will face Sting.
They're saving it for us when we go.
Maybe. Tony, we appreciate you. But today it came out that she would not be at Dynamite because she was training with Tyler Breeze.
Mercedes Moné?
Yes. Huh. And then a picture started making the rounds, and I don't know how legit this picture is or anything. It's just making its round on Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff.
The IWC.
Of course. And it was a post from Bayley where she was training with Tyler Breeze, and the ring behind them had a skirt, like an apron, for the Royal Rumble.
Well, you know that Bailey and Mercedes Moné were just at TNA.
together.
And you know who was also at TNA? Naomi.
This is true. Before we jump into Naomi and talk about that, your official prediction, does Mercedes Moné show up at the Rumble?
My heart says yes, but the dirt sheets say no. So you know what that means? I'm going with my heart.
And I'm saying yeah.
Because,
if you're listening, SRS, this is a shot at you.
Because it's up yours, dirt sheets, and
I'm tired of Sports Kita telling me that she's debuting every week. I'm sick of it.
So yep, I'm saying Mercedes Moné coming out at number 27.
Oh, okay. You're giving her the magic number.
Yeah.
I think they save her for 30 if she's coming in.
That's gonna be saved for
Well, let's go into the next person that's...
Hang on, let me think who could come out at number 30.
You're right. The ultimate final boss in women's wrestling.
It'll be...
Nia Jax.
No, I'm trying to think. The Rock's wife in Fast and Furious. Who's that?
Bro, you gotta get out of this Fast and Furious nonsense. The next one up that's being rumored a lot is, as you mentioned, Naomi. She is confirmed wrapping up her deal with TNA. She just lost the Knockouts Championship, and then during the taping said a goodbye to TNA.
Oh, I didn't know she said goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's official. She is leaving TNA.
Maybe she'll come out and help Roman.
Maybe.
Or turn on him.
Like she comes out and turns on her husband, Jimmy.
Yeah.
So it is confirmed that she's done with TNA.
Yeah, I think she is definitely going to be re-debuting at the Royal Rumble. I think that's like at least I'm telling myself it is.
So you're officially predicting that she'll be there.
Yes.
You going to give her a number like you did for Mercedes?
No, I won't give her one.
I think if she's coming back, she gets either number 1 or number 2. Probably number 2.
Crazy.
Because, you know, she's very known for like the lights going down and the black light and dancing and everything.
Having to have
the light up shoes and everything. And I think that really works. Not as much, no.
Gotcha.
I think that really works with number 2.
Yeah.
You got number 1 in the ring. Let's assume Bailey. Sure. You know, I don't think it'll be Rhea. Let's assume Bailey, just as throwing it out there. Bailey, we're sitting there calling them out, saying she'll fight whatever idiot got number 2 or whatever. Very Bailey-esque promo there from me. And then the lights go down, and then you start seeing the like light up and the glow start. That's good moment.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Next
is Rhea not doing anything?
No.
Huh.
Which leads me into a prediction I have for the men's Royal Rumble, but no spoilers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nia Jax pulling double duty.
You're right. It has nothing to do with Rhea. I think Buddy Matthews. Anyways, the next one that's being rumored around a lot is AJ Lee. Yeah. Now that CM Punk is back. People saying that she may come out, big surprise, big return, maybe set up something for Mania and be back all the time. I don't think it would be that far. But
you don't think she would be back at all times or just WrestleMania?
I think if she was coming back, they would want to do like a test run, see how she does in the Rumble, and then make that decision to extend a long-term contract or even a short-term contract.
Why is there only one women's champion?
What do you mean?
Like, why is there only one, not 2?
There is 2.
Who's the other one?
Ooh, that's a real bad sign for her reign. It's Io Sky.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's rough. Io, if you're listening, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I swear I make him watch your matches.
I knew that.
He didn't. He did not. But people are saying AJ Lee. That's the one that I see not happening. There really hasn't been anything like teased or alluded to that would give it away. She has been training, but she's never necessarily stopped.
Oh.
Because she's involved with like outside of wrestling projects. Like she was in what was it, Glow, I think she was in. Like stuff like that. Gotcha. Now maybe the training is it, but I mostly see this from fans. I haven't really seen any kind of reports. I haven't seen any like hints on WWE or them talking about her on commentary or anything like that. Other than sometimes like Punk's return promo, he said, AJ sends her regards.
Yeah.
To me, that's not enough to think she's coming back. So my official prediction for AJ is not in the Rumble.
I think she is.
All right, there you go. I thought you were going to try to give it like an explanation or something, but just I think she is.
Yeah,
period.
maybe she wants to come back, work with CM Punk a little bit.
Maybe we'll finally get AJ Lee and CM Punk versus The Miz and Maurice
baby,
at
the Miz is on
WrestleMania
top.
because Punk's never getting his main event
maybe
ever.
we'll get that's funny. Maybe we'll get AJ Lee and CM Punk and the Miz and Maurice and like the Jamie fucking Noble and Billy Gunn and
Oh no, not the Love Reigns Supreme on SmackDown gimmick.
Is it Tori Wilson or was it Stacey Keibler?
Tori and Nydia.
Yeah, Tori, Nydia, Billy Gunn, and Jamie fucking Noble.
If you don't know what we're talking about, do not look it up. We will not be getting ourselves removed from YouTube today. The next one that I think I've seen a lot of speculation about is a returning Liv Morgan. She's been out for a while. We're coming up on about 6 months to the day that she was written off by Rhea Ripley attacking her.
And arrested.
Well, that part was less than 6 months. But yes, she was arrested for some, some wacky tobacco. It was weird because it was in Florida. Like, not important.
Don't you have something better to do, Florida?
Not important.
Than arrest my wife?
Too busy getting flooded or anything like that.
Shout out Crack.
Crack is not that big of a Liv fan.
Oh, shout out Q.
Yeah, Q. Big Q moment. I could see Liv coming back. I do not see her winning.
No, I don't think she's
a lot of people are thinking Liv versus Rhea for the title.
Ew.
And it's like a play off of they used to be a team and then they broke up because of Judgment Day and then Rhea wrote her off. There is a story there. But I think if that was the story they wanted to go with, we would be mentioning something about Liv by name. Not just, oh, what an actual surprise. She's in the Rumble and then she won it and now we're going to start telling you the story.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see Liv being in it, but I don't think no chance she wins.
I think she's in it, has a good showing, and then qualifies for the Elimination Chamber against Rhea Ripley, which will be in Rhea Ripley's hometown of Perth. Not hometown, but home country of Australia.
Homeland.
Whatever. It's basically like when they were in the UK and they were like, oh, everyone's there. We don't really know about Raquel. That's another one that's rumored.
I think she'll be in it, and maybe her and Liv will team back up. Or
Beauty in the back.
Maybe that'll be Raquel powerbomb and Liv to the outside with.
God, Tejano bombs her to the floor. She's written off again. Sorry about your shoulder.
But Liv loves the pain, though. She'll be
smiling at it.
But then also tap out.
Now, the last one that I've seen predicted and going around is actually the one that I think is most likely to happen. This was... Ooh, excuse me. This was
much Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, hey,
please sponsor us, Dr. Pepper, please.
At least send this man some free samples.
Please, you've gotten so much money out of it. But this was sent around, and it was from someone's like quote-unquote private Snapchat, if it's real. It is gear being prepared for Sonya Deville.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you haven't thought about her in a hot minute, huh?
What happened to her?
Remember, she was a women's tag team champion with Chelsea Green.
Oh, and that's whenever
she tore her ACL at last Mania. ACL tears usually have about 8 to 9 months. That was at the beginning of last April, and now we're at the end of January.
Those damn tag team titles were cursed for a while.
They probably still are. Oh, God, please don't do anything to Kaden Carter, please.
Yeah, I could see Sonya Deville definitely coming back.
I think Sonya comes back. I do.
I'll be honest. I was getting my storyline a little bit confused. I was thinking about WWE 2K when she's like, "I am the manager of this indie show."
It's back. BCW is on top. That's the real prediction. BCW invades the Royal Rumble.
I was thinking, that's crazy. She's managing an indie show, but also going to be in the Royal Rumble. That should be awesome. But,
yeah, just like in 2K.
Yeah, that makes me a little more sad that she's been out injured, like injured.
But I think it's time. I think she comes back. I think maybe we get some team with her and Chelsea Green.
You think? I don't know. I don't think she's gonna leave Piper Niven.
I don't know. Maybe we get a faction.
I don't think Piper Nivens will allow her to leave.
That's a good point too.
But I will say, if we don't get all of these returns, this is gonna be a shit Royal Rumble. This is gonna be so bad.
Then it'll be bad if we don't get every single one that we said, except for AJ Lee, because I said she wouldn't come back. Then it's the worst Royal Rumble of all time.
That's how the IWC works, damn it. Because I thought they were happening, and if it doesn't, it's bad.
Now there is one more that I haven't really seen rumored around or anything.
This one I'll strike off the list. I don't even know who it is yet.
Yeah. I've seen a couple people mentioning it just from a pure storyline aspect. It really seems like Damage Control is wrapping up.
Yeah.
Seems like maybe not
They've
wrapping up per se,
for a while,
but kicking Bayley out.
Yeah.
But there needs to be someone that is the clear mouthpiece for Damage Control.
Trish Stratus.
Nope.
Give me a hint.
She's already in the group.
What?
I think Dakota Kai is going to be ready to come back from injury.
Oh, yeah.
I think she will surprise Bayley.
She tore her ACL too, didn't she?
I think she will surprise Bayley in the Rumble because I think Bayley won't have been brought into the plan, and she will be the last person to eliminate Bayley.
You think Dakota Kai is going to win the Rumble?
No. I think I said that backwards. Dakota Kai will be the last person Bayley eliminates to win the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
And I think after she eliminates her, Damage Control will turn on her.
Wait a minute, are you picking Bayley?
I think Bayley will win.
I have to pick a different person, damn it.
Normally, I would say, because I thought for a real long time that it was going to be Becky Lynch. I thought it was going to be Becky to set up Becky versus Rhea going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I think Becky could very easily qualify without needing the Rumble.
Yeah.
But within the story of Damage Control, I think it works best if Bayley wins, and then because of that, Damage Control turns on her.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Are we going to get Hugger Bayley back?
I don't know about that far, but especially if we add in you thinking that Mercedes is going to come back, formerly known as Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
So that Sasha is in Bayley's corner at WrestleMania.
No chance that Sasha Banks, if she does come back, that she won't demand to main event one of the pay-per-views.
This is true.
I was on Disney Channel.
This is very true. But a guy can dream. I think that is the most likely, unless we're going to do the breakup later on. But I think now is the time to strike.
Yeah.
You strike this, and then I think we can
strike while the iron's hot, and it's been hot.
I think at Elimination Chamber, we can get Sasha Banks versus Io Sky.
At what?
At Elimination Chamber.
Huh. That would be awesome.
And then Bayley returns after being kayfabe written off because of Damage Control attacking
Beating her up, yeah.
She comes back out and declares that she is using the Royal Rumble to challenge Io Sky.
Yeah.
Instead of going after Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I think that would be cool.
Now, again, that's just fantasy booking.
And if it doesn't happen, it's bad.
So if anything else happens, WB is dog. But that's why I'm going with Bayley for my official prediction to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I've been thinking it was going to be Becky Lynch. I've been thinking Becky Lynch is going to go 1-30 and just kick everybody's ass, be the Irish last kicker.
Becky's won a Rumble before. I don't think she needs it to feel like a big deal or feel like she's worthy of challenging Rhea.
Yeah.
But does WWE think that fans feel that way? Because if WWE thinks that fans need to be reminded that she's, a main eventer, even though she was the first ever WrestleMania main event winner for women, then I could very well see them making her win.
I think I'm trying to decide. I don't know, because the IWC's got in my brain, and it's like what is it in Stranger Things? The Think Hive or Mind Hive?
Oh yeah.
And it's like once somebody starts thinking this way, it makes everybody start thinking this way. And now I'm thinking Bayley's gonna win, but I hate that I'm on the IWC.
You know what? You're right. I think it's gonna be Julia debuting.
Julia Hart.
No, not Julia Hart. Julia from Stardom. Don't worry about it. The people listening know what I'm talking about.
What?
Don't worry.
Who the fuck
Jade
is that
Cargill
guy?
will come out and win.
Oh my goodness,
you didn't even think about Jade Cargill?
She might win.
I don't think she'll win.
We're gonna get.
I think if Jade Cargill is getting a match at Mania, it's going to be against Nia Jax as a way to establish that she's the new dominant force.
I think Nia Jax could win.
I don't know. I see you were just really at a loss on this one. This one's really up there for you.
Torn.
I'm sticking with my
What's
guess for
happening?
Bayley.
Is Alexa Bliss coming back anytime soon? Or?
I don't think so. She's got a baby.
Well, I know. I didn't know how long that baby or how old that baby is or anything like that.
A couple months.
How long did it take Becky to come back after having a baby?
A couple months.
Hey. You heard it here first. Alexa Bliss confirmed for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Official confirmation from two guys that have never talked to Alexa Bliss.
I think Lita will be in it.
I think we'll have Lita and Trish Stratus, and then I think Victoria and Eve Torres,
Beth Phoenix,
Kelly,
Michelle McCool because
probably
Undertaker's
Edge,
going to be there,
Santina Marella,
Santina Marella's daughter,
Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, that'd be awesome if she came out.
We didn't even talk about any call-ups. Do you think there will be any call-ups?
Yes, I definitely think there'll be some call-ups.
Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, I do think Roxanne Perez.
Tiffany Stratton.
Just for my own personal sake, keep the Lions.
Okay.
Tiffany Stratton, yeah.
Carmen Petrovich.
No.
Lyra Valkyria.
No, because I think she's gonna be the next face of NXT.
That's fair.
But I think
Kiana
Tiffany
James.
Maybe.
I don't think so because she's in that new little tag team.
Yeah.
So
I think definitely Tiffany Stratton. Maybe not. I'm not gonna say definitely. I think could be Tiffany Stratton. I definitely think Roxanne Perez. Like I said, Nikita Lyons. I think Lash Legend could maybe.
I could see Lash appearing.
Yeah.
But it's not like a call up.
Right.
I just think it would be an appearance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If Jade Cargill is going to be in the match, then I don't think Lash will, because I think they play a similar role in terms of a powerful force that comes in and eliminates a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need two of those.
Yeah.
Really three, because you got to remember Nia is going to be treated that way.
I think, like you said, if Jade Cargill is in it, she eliminates Nia.
I think she does it single-handedly too.
Yeah. God, there's so many options.
Yeah, the Women's Rumble, having this many non-confirmed participants makes it, to me, wildly intriguing.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be a cool. I'll be excited once that clock starts ticking and being like, who's gonna come out next?
And then it's Natalia, and we go,
hey, natty by nature, baby. And we'll flip a coin. Is she heel or face this week?
It's like when they were like, and the former WWE champion returning to Raw, and the crowd went, oh.
But then Tony Khan said, yeah, isn't Jinder bad? And then
everyone said, hey, leave him alone.
Oh boy. But yeah, this one's just really open for me.
Do you have a prediction, or are you just going in too hard to call?
I will say it's too hard to call, but if I was a bet man, which I am, I'm gonna.
It's true. I am a gambling addict.
I'm gonna put my money on Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. All right. So we've got Bayley for me, Becky for you.
But I could see Bayley winning, and I think that'd be really cool. But I just think that for them to set it up for Becky versus Rhea, I think that Becky kind of maybe needs the Royal Rumble.
Maybe. I will say, if
Charlotte's not going to be coming back, is she?
Bro, you know what's crazy?
What?
I genuinely could not tell you. Because if any other week or any other superstar, I'd be like, no, they just got injured. Charlotte has already gotten videos. Her knee.
But we don't know. Okay.
But she had to get surgery on it. And within the week, she was off doing physical rehab with surgery.
If Charlotte's available...
A video came out today of her doing resistance band training on the injured leg.
If Charlotte's available...
Do you understand
I'm
how
picking Charlotte, and I think they would run it back Charlotte and Rhea, and I think Charlotte wins at WrestleMania. Make her would that be 16 time?
Something like that, 15 or 16.
And put on another 5-star match because last year was awesome. And if that doesn't happen, now I'm pissed. But yeah, now I'm picking Charlotte.
All right, Charlotte as a surprise entrant. You think
she
Charlotte's gonna
returns.
pull the John Cena 2008 and enter at number 30 when no one thought she'd be healthy enough to be back?
That would be awesome. Like come back from after 3 months of saying it's gonna be a
I
year
mean,
long.
Cena came back from a torn pec in 4 months.
Yeah, because he found some deer antler.
No, he just hustled and loyaltied and respected.
It's like Ray Lewis coming back to the Super Bowl whenever he had the deer antler spray. But
I don't know what that means.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Charlotte if she's in it. But if she's not in it, I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch, and I think Becky Lynch is gonna go 1 to 3, like 1 all the way.
All right, let's look then at the men's Royal Rumble.
Would you you have any surprise people that you think might come in, just off the wall people that you think might return, or
Julia that I just mentioned that you don't know who it is. I think there is a small.
is that the
chance
one
of
that I saw people freaking out that she's like
Yes.
okay?
Yes, she was like both PWI and Sports Illustrated #2 woman wrestler in the
Who
year.
was one?
Rhea Ripley.
Nice.
But not.
What about
important.
Myra May? I thought or Maya May. What is her name?
Mariah May?
Yeah.
She's in AEW, so I don't think she's going to be in.
But yeah, but wasn't she in Stardom or New Japan?
Yes, she wasn't considered like top 5 in the world, but she is
Okay.
also considered.
But people really liked her though, didn't they?
Yeah, because she twerked. I'm not kidding. She won a match by twerking and causing her opponent to have a seizure. That may not have been the way that she won.
Where do I sign up for?
Let's jump into the men's Royal Rumble.
Wait, who you said Julia? Is that anybody else?
I think Julia and Jade.
Julia and Jade.
Those are like the off the wall big actual surprises.
I
don't think Mercedes. Trinity I could see, but I don't necessarily know that you want to do that many big surprises because then none of them necessarily feel.
Yeah, and then you only have 30 people and so many people to eliminate.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome if Mercedes does, but no, probably not. I think Trinity probably will. I think who else was there that we thought?
AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. Again, would be cool, but probably not.
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, yeah, I could definitely see that.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez, I could see that.
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville, I could see that. And then my pick, Charlotte, if she's available.
Right,
so it'd be very cool. And then also Trish Stratus, Lita, Tori
God.
Wilson.
All right, we're officially shifting
Stacy
gears
Keibler.
here. No more. Men's Royal Rumble. Let's run through everyone that's actually confirmed for it. There's 11 in total. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Kofi Kingston, Chad Gable, Otis, Akira Tozawa, Gunther, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
All of Alpha Academy I like.
You know, I was...
What are you about to say about Alpha Academy that I'm
Look, you know I love Alpha Academy, but I think only Chad Gable should be in this match.
Well, somebody's got to throw Akira out.
That's the thing. There has to be people in to get eliminated. I get that from a booking perspective. When you're planning out the flow of the match, you need people that are going to be eliminated.
And then you have just all of them like doing something funny in the ring. That's gonna be awesome. And
Akira's going to do his little dance and then get kicked out of the ring by Ivar.
I already know the perfect spot for what's going to happen, but I'll save it for.
Well,
remind me about Akira whenever I say my surprise return.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the real contenders, okay?
I think that out of those names, one of them will definitely win. I don't think there's going to be anybody surprised that wins it.
I don't either, because I think there's only 3 people that could win it, realistically.
Name them.
I'll go from least likely to most
likely.
likely.
Me to name mine?
You have 3 as well?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. We'll see if we match.
All right. The Rock is the least likely.
Okay, The Rock was not in that list.
Okay.
Who you just said would win from the list.
Yeah, I think there's only 3 logical people that could win.
Oh, not including just in the list, just in general?
Just in general.
Okay.
I'm
Go
going to
on.
say The Rock.
He's not one of my 3.
CM Punk.
He is one of my 3.
And Cody Rhodes.
He is also one of my 3. My 3rd was Gunther.
Gunther?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that, I don't know, I think that would kind of take away from his Intercontinental title reign.
It could, but it wouldn't be the first time that we've had Intercontinental Champion go on to face WWE Champion.
Can I name it? The Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan?
Yes, that is correct. That was the ultimate challenge.
Wrestling history.
Oh yeah, which WrestleMania was it?
WrestleMania 8,
No.
9,
No.
7.
It's 6.
Oh, I was getting there.
Gunther, I could see winning to go against Seth Rollins. But, like I said, I think that's the least likely.
Yeah.
CM Punk, I could see winning also to go against Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I'd say that one's medium likely because I really could see it happening, but I don't think it needs to. And the person that really needs the win, and I could see, is Cody.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how Cody gets from Raw to SmackDown to challenge Roman Reigns without the Rumble giving him the ability to choose either champion.
Yeah, I think that's
they have effectively told us since the brand split that there are consequences for trades.
Right.
And that trades can take a while. Remember, Cody had to use, according to him, all of his political power, I guess the word is, to get Jay over. And then that cost Kevin Owens,
right,
who is a big deal. And we saw that play out for weeks, if not months, about how that was a big deal.
Right.
So I don't think that Cody gets taken over to SmackDown without an equally big name. And no offense to the people that are on SmackDown, but the only one that I consider an equally big name would be Randy Orton, and I don't think he's moving there when he just signed his contract.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Within kayfabe, of course.
Yeah.
So I think Cody needs it the most. Cody should win it in order to actually finish the story and everything. And I think that the correct way to do it is to have him be the person instead of Becky that goes from 1 all the way through.
I think we'll have 2 people that go from 1 to 30, unless Charlotte returns.
Of course. I think Cody starts at 1, goes all the way through, and then Gunther is number 30 as the final boss of the Rumble. And it's a direct parallel to last year where Cody was given the number 30 spot and still almost couldn't win.
Yeah.
And then even with that, being given the number 30 spot, made to be this big deal, hyped up about his entrance, could not finish the story. This year, he has to fight all the way from number 1, and it's basically the final way that he proves himself as being ready.
Well, you heard what CM Punk said, though, that he's more American Dream than Cody is, so...
Yeah, but then Cody said he is more CM Punk.
What does CM stand for?
Cookie Monster.
Chick Magnet. Yeah, I think that's what's been building up for literally a whole year.
And I understand The Rock's a big deal. I understand CM Punk's a big deal.
Well, I was about to say, we're going to talk about what all the dirt sheets have to say and everything like that.
You know, let's get into it, because today, Sports
I think
Illustrated...
that's what's going to be... I mean, if that's all this is accurate, which I would say... We're getting some Steiner math here. There's about...
I would say it's not.
I would say there might be a 30% accuracy and 70% fluff.
I would agree. But Sports Illustrated was the one today.
To you, Sports Q.
Yeah, that's so true. Sports Illustrated was the one that broke the story today that, quote, sources close to Triple H said Cody is not main eventing Mania and not finishing the story, and that Gunther will win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Seth Rollins. First of all, I don't believe that for even a second.
Yeah.
Because Cody he is literally the cover of the video game with the tagline, finish your story.
Yeah.
So it seems weird they're going to hype this up for the game that comes out within Mania's last month of build. Everyone's saying, WWE 2K24, finish your story. But not Cody, because he's going to fight CM Punk.
Yeah,
that's his new story. No, I don't believe that.
But then, did you see that apparently Triple H was so mad that got let out and that...
well, from what I've seen is that he's so mad that Sports Illustrated said it was a set-in-stone decision.
Yeah.
Because now you got all these people going around thinking that it's true. I don't believe that at all.
The other dirt sheets say that he's mad because his best friends betrayed him, like Shawn Michaels. Of course,
Shawn Michaels,
since he's no longer GM of...
He's so mad that he got replaced by Ava. He's so mad at TKO and The Rock. You know that wasn't a WWE decision. The TKO board of directors and nepotism struck.
The Rock's booking himself now that he's on the board.
What I did see was that The Rock said during an interview that he likes to build. That's what his direct quote was. He wants to build up stories in WWE.
Yeah.
I do not think that The Rock would come back and off of one promo weeks ago, win the Rumble, and then go on to face Roman. I think it is more likely that we get that match at WrestleMania 41.
They come out there after Roman loses. The Rock comes out, points to WrestleMania 41.
I actually saw, I think it was on Twitter. I'll see if I can find the tweet, but probably I won't be able to, so don't even look. Someone said Cody wins the Rumble because of knowing what to expect. He overcomes Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is walking up the ramp to leave. He's got the lei in his hand, and The Rock comes out and takes the lei from him.
And then marches down to Cody Rhodes.
And puts it on Cody. Cody is the new head of the table.
I was going to say,
acknowledged.
Points at SummerSlam, and it's Cody versus The Rock.
He points at the SummerSlam sign. Why is there a SummerSlam sign?
Gotta sell tickets, baby.
We're going all-ins route. You can now sign up for exclusive pre-sold information for when they go on sale next month.
Sting standing in front of the all-in sign. I guess you can say I'm all in.
I'm so confused by that part, but we're not talking
Sting,
about Dynamite
You're retired for 5 months.
Regardless, I don't see that happening.
I saw another report saying, which, I mean, if I had $1 for every report that there was, and with different opinions, I'd be a rich man.
I'd be a rich man.
But I saw that WWE has no set in plan stone, no set plan in stone for The Rock versus Roman. And
they probably don't, because I don't think it's this year.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to book any kind of their WrestleMania on a maybe
what if we did this?
Yeah.
We'll think about it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get him to win the Rumble.
Rock, can you please get off of this movie set?
I mean, what's Rock gonna do? Call him up? Can't make it, guys. You've already won the Rumble. Well, sorry, I'm on Jumanji 9. What happened to the other 8?
After this. But yeah, I can actually believe that one, and that they're just teasing us like they have been doing for years, anyways, and that we're not even gonna get The Rock and Roman anytime soon.
I think, if anything, it's like the night after WrestleMania, they have a confrontation. And I don't love that long of a build.
Rikishi comes out.
I don't love that long of a build, but for a match like Roman and The Rock, that even Marks would say is a dream match because it's like a passing of the torch moment.
Yeah.
First of all, I think it's too late, and it probably should have happened in 2020. But second of all,
COVID, brother.
I know COVID probably threw off all of the plans they had for it. That's what I'm going to tell myself, is that it was supposed to happen that year. Second of all, that is a match that's big enough that they will essentially be able to sell out a stadium without announcing another match.
Yeah. Yeah, and I might be trying to buy a ticket.
WrestleMania itself will always pretty dang near sell out because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's kind of like All In. All In doesn't have any matches or anything announced, and they've sold close to 50,000 tickets.
Right. That's just that being an event that people are just going to go regardless.
Exactly. It's like, this is where I'm going to be.
But that one almost needs that long of a build because of their two availability is so sporadic.
Yeah, we need to know this is where we are going, even if we do not see them for a while.
Right.
This is what the end goal is.
Yeah, and then they're making TikToks or tweets about each other.
Roman is saying, Rock, acknowledge me.
Wise man.
Regardless, let's talk about some surprises in the Men's Royal Rumble. Do you have any crazy out there predictions to start it out?
Crazy out there predictions, surprise,
returns, debuts, call-ups.
Yeah, all right. This is where I was going. I think we're gonna get the return of Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yep.
I mean, I could see that. He's been out for a minute. I think he's been out since last Mania, hasn't he?
Yeah, he had his neck infused or something like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Braun Strowman to come out, and Akira Tozawa has been training to pick up Otis, so I think he's gonna try to pick up Braun Strowman, and then Braun Strowman's gonna
throw him out just immediately.
Yeah,
it might be similar. I just recently watched 2002 Royal Rumble again. In that, Stone Cold and Triple H come face to face, and the next person coming out is the Hurricane, and he comes in the middle and he tries to choke slam them. He grabs them both by the throat, and then they look at each other. They look at the Hurricane and they throw them out together. It might be that where Akira comes out in between Braun Strowman and Gunther, and he tries to Hulk up so he can suplex him, and then Gunther chops him so hard that he flies over the top rope.
We need some of that. That'll be good. And then I have I'm trying to think who else. There's so many options for this too. They could just come out and surprise us. Who are you thinking?
My big one, I think Kazuchika Okada's gonna just show up. It might not even be like he's signed to a deal yet. It very well may be that it's just a one-off appearance.
So you're choosing to believe that dirt sheet.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. First of all, it was Sports Illustrated. And
is that not a dirt sheet?
I don't know. Does that count? It's a legitimate magazine.
I don't care. Dave Meltzer's a legitimate quote
He's
unquote.
He's a newsletter. Completely different.
Yeah, all of them are dirt sheets. We're dirt sheets. We're just.
This is true. I don't necessarily believe that Okada is WWE bound. I don't necessarily believe that
he's all elite.
I don't necessarily believe he's all elite. I don't even know if I believe that. The only thing I believe is that he's leaving New Japan because New Japan said he's leaving New Japan.
Yeah.
But with that,
he's gonna be on Chase U.
I think the best way to show Okada how big he could be in WWE is to bring him out at the Rumble.
Yeah. And
have that crowd of. That's got to be one of the most rambunctious and diehard crowds every year.
Yeah.
It's that or Mania or Raw after Mania. These are our absolute marks.
Right.
And I think at the Royal Rumble, almost 8 years from the day of AJ Styles doing the same thing, he comes out and he debuts, and I think he has a stare down with Gunther.
That'd be pretty freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's my crazy out there prediction. And like I said, he may not even be signed to any kind of deal. I think Triple H is very willing to bring in someone for a one-off appearance as a way to sweeten the deal and try and bring him in.
Yeah.
I mean, Jushin Thunder Liger had a match in NXT and he never showed back up. They never talked about it.
Like AEW with
Oof.
If
AEW is truly just black and gold NXT.
Let me just say this. I think that if Okada does come to the WWE, he will be a WWE champion.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but it will happen.
Within his first 2 years.
Since they kind of fumbled. I think Shinsuke should have been a champion by now, but yes.
Well, Shinsuke just got caught in a real bad time because he was in, the more diehard fandom of NXT with Triple H leading it, and then got called up.
And then Vince had no idea what to do.
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. I think we're in a different environment now. And no offense to Shinsuke, I think Okada is a different beast just because there is so much of fans here in America that are aware of
his 5-star bangers.
Exactly, stuff like that.
I think we get MJF.
MJF in the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble, it's possible. Because
how crazy that would be? That would just be a huge spit in the face of Tony Khan to AEW. That would be awesome.
I think if it happens, it is not this year because of his shoulder injury.
Is it actually that injured? Or is it
From what they say, it is actually that injured. But then again, who's they?
I thought we would get a Adam Copeland coming out at, what was that pay-per-view?
Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, get that. That was awesome. But that's what I want, some kind of big, huge, just debut that nobody would think was possible. Like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, God. Hulk Hogan did say on Raw he may have one more in him. You know what I think would be a better use of Hulk Hogan?
To come out at to come out at the Royal Rumble?
Oh, instead of him being in the Rumble and having to be eliminated by going over the top rope.
Be a special guest referee.
Not necessarily a special guest referee.
Winning the Rumble.
Not necessarily winning the Rumble.
So he doesn't have to take a bump. There you go. I like it.
I think it would be better for him to come out and introduce someone.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Maybe it's not even during the Rumble itself, but I always used to like when they had that tumbler of all the different ping pong balls and you'd pull it out and see their number. Eddie. That.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if Hogan came in with someone there, like maybe Cody. Cody wants to be the
I don't
American
know. I don't know. I
Nightmare
don't
and
know if
everything.
that's the
Yeah,
rub.
maybe that's a bad rub for him. If anyone can fix Hulk Hogan's racism, it is Cody Rhodes.
Oh boy, R-Truth.
What?
He can introduce R-Truth.
Titus O'Neil. It's just like WrestleMania 37 all over again. I could like something like that where Hulk Hogan is like just basically backstage giving someone the rub.
Yeah, that would be cool. But we know Hulk
If we
Hogan
do
is
have
putting
any
himself
legend
over.
that is actually in the match for the men's Royal Rumble, I think probably X-Pac is a really good
Yeah,
shout.
I've been seeing the people talk about X-Pac. You know, I think it would be really cool. I don't
Mm.
think this is any chance we're gonna get it. Just kind of fizzled out. Big Sexy
Kevin Nash.
versus LA Knight.
Kevin Nash is going to interfere in the fatal
No,
four-way.
I just want him to come back to
Kevin
be
Nash
like.
is going to jackknife LA Knight on top of Roman Reigns so that LA Knight wins. And then we set up Kevin Nash versus LA Knight for the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Or I think it'd be cool to have. I know you're gonna
If
throw
you're
up.
joining us from the TikTok based on that last soundbite, welcome.
I know you're gonna throw up whenever I say this.
Don't you dare.
Who do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't know.
Goldberg.
What? Oh my god, dude. Goldberg is not coming back.
He wants one more match.
Yeah, and he's going to have it in AEW.
Against who?
I don't know. Probably Powerhouse Hobbs or Takeshita, and it's going to all turn into a Don Callis family feud, and no one's going to even remember it. He's going to team up with Chris Jericho to go against him.
Or we could have the Big Show.
No. The Big Show is not in the Rumble.
He could be with Netflix.
No.
We'll save that for 2025.
There you go.
For the Big Show and WWE collab. That'd be awesome.
I'm trying to think. Who else? You know who I could see being in it?
Who?
Chris Masters.
I've seen. I know that this is like a thing everybody does every year, but tries to like get. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back to the Rumble. And
Yeah, I mean him and Ty Dillinger have both been doing it.
Yeah.
But Chris Masters is
that
in wonderful shape.
I know who Ty Dillinger is, but he's in AEW.
He was Sean Spears.
Sean Spears. Okay.
Yes, he's left AEW officially.
That'd be cool if he did come out at number 10 and nobody knew what he was.
Yeah, 10. Huh? He comes out with the big 10 sign, and the crowd's like,
So
that's right, we didn't cut out there. I just went silent.
So you said that Tyler Breeze was training people. Is he training himself? Or
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I do not want Tyler Breeze to come back just because I wanted him to be revealed as the new leader of Maximum Male Models after LA Knight left so bad. And the fact, if he can come back and didn't, I will never forgive Triple H, WWE, LA Knight. I won't ever forgive Tyler Breeze, any of them. Tyler Breeze is just there for up, down, down. Tyler Breeze, go to DPW to join them. Go get your back shots in. Yes, that's Deadlock. Yes.
Oh, boy.
The people listening know what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think who else could act. I do think MJF would be like
cool,
possible, very slight possibility, but awesome. And I think Hulk Hogan. I don't know why he would say that if he didn't mean it.
To make people like me mad and sad.
I do think X-Pac. I could even see Big Sexy have a little too sweet in the ring.
Him and Hogan too sweet, and then he falls over the top rope. It's a new finger poke of doom because once you're NWO, you're NWO for life.
Oh, and Sting's just sitting up in the rafters.
That's right. It's finally Sting's final match will be the first ever cross promotion WWE and AEW match as Sting faces Hulk Hogan.
I don't know. Has there been anybody else that they've said that is a possibility of coming back?
Not necessarily, but there's always people that are surprising you.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the Boogeyman showing up. I'm a big fan of the Boogeyman.
I think Chris Masters would be a good one, though. I know they said that he's been working out a bunch.
I think Chris Masters, after the reaction we saw for Carlito, I think that there is a market for that level, that era nostalgia.
Yeah. Oh, I know who I was going to say. Andrade.
Oh, that's a really
Andrade's
good
probably
shout. I
definitely
didn't even
about that.
think about
Yeah,
him. I think there's a really good chance he comes in at number 23.
123.
Because I've done fantasy booking for the Rumble that I'm going to work on uploading tomorrow, and he comes in at number 23 for it.
So you already had him booked and you just forgot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Andrade could definitely come out and should come out. I mean, Charlotte's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble.
No, that's not what that means. I think that would be good for Andrade to come out and either join the LWO
or
the LWO. Either one, and then we can set up. I think Santos and Andrade would probably be the best.
LWO squared.
Yeah, LWO raised to the third power. He's starting his own. He's bringing over Roosh and Preston Vance.
I think that would be a cool. Is Rey Mysterio gonna be
I don't
able
think
to?
he will. After his knee injury, I don't think he'll be ready in time. Which is a shame, because I would have really liked to see him in there to set up him and Santos at Mania.
Or Dominic, spanking Dominic around.
Just spanking him again. That's just what they do from now on. How about NXT call-ups? Anyone that you think's coming up?
About that. I mean, the big people that I think that will be coming up, I don't think.
Now, are you saying like a one-off appearance or an actual call-up?
No,
they stay on the main roster.
This is a strictly one-off appearance.
Okay.
I think Trick Williams coming out,
that
pop would be so loud, and just hearing everybody saying "whoop that Trick" while he was coming down there, that would be freaking awesome.
I could see that one. I could also see,
but I don't think they
Trick,
want that. They don't want him to put him in there and then get him thrown out, because the people are just gonna be like, "Well, that sucked."
Well, maybe that's what Hulk Hogan's in there for. I could see, instead of Trick, Mello, because we've seen him on SmackDown. We saw him talk to Nick Aldis about the Royal Rumble, and I could see that being like not an official call up, but like he's gonna be on SmackDown.
Yeah, because wasn't he in the
He was in the U.S. tournament to figure out the number one contender for Logan Paul.
That's what I thought. I could see that.
I think Braun Breaker's in it.
I was about to say that too. But I think what him and Baron Corbin have right now is cooking on NXT. But
it really is. But I think that this will be
You're just saying
it's going to be
one-off.
Similar to a one-off. I think this would be like a litmus test.
Yeah.
To be like, does the main audience know you? Will people tweet about who is this? Yeah. Will the CasualMarks post who? Will they say he's for the freaks? Because if you're listening to this and you don't follow us on the TikTok and you don't know about For the Freaks, Braun Breaker is For the Freaks.
Von Wagner, that'd be cool. He'd come
out there. Von Wagner would actually be kind of cool because they're in Tampa.
You got all those little sausages.
How far is UCF from Tampa? They like right next to each other?
I forgot he's from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I could also see Von Wagner just being kept in NXT until he's fully ready. Yeah. Because he's big enough and intimidating enough that I think the main roster is going to be like, oh.
I think definitely we're getting Omos.
I could definitely see Omos coming back.
Omos has been working the house shows, apparently. I think he's definitely going to come out, and that'll be a spectacle to see.
And then he gets eliminated single-handed by Cody Rhodes.
Akira Tozawa.
Tozawa suplexes him, just German over the top rope. He's out. That'd be tight. I would love to see Omos and Akira on Raw.
Maybe Hulk Hogan can eliminate Jinder Mahal.
Maybe Hulk Hogan can body slam Omos.
That'd be cool too.
If he can do Andre, he can do Omos. I know that there's a couple of years in between the two, but... All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We've been recording a little longer than anticipated.
How long are we at?
We're at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 29 seconds.
Goodness, we're running right up along with Royal Rumble.
So, official prediction, who is winning the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble?
Cody Rhodes. Then I am putting a decent-sized money on that.
I'm right there with you. I think it's Cody. I think Cody Rhodes needs the win the most. I think he will go on to finish the story. I think CM Punk is runner-up. I think that's the final two.
You think he's Cody runner-up?
Mm-hmm. Because I think that way that is the most unpredictable.
Yeah.
If that is the final two, every single second is going to feel like it's done.
Who's your final four?
My final four is Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Gunther, and I think there needs to be someone from SmackDown, but I really don't know who it could be. So instead, I'm just going to say Andrade. Because I think I could see Andrade and Gunther putting on a crazy match together.
I'm gonna say Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, maybe Gunther. I could see Gunther being just the way they've been building him and building the Royal Rumble and everything. But he's on things on Sunday, so he might not even be there.
He knows it's not on Sunday.
But yeah,
you just don't know that he was looking at the different time zones.
I'll go Gunther
and then Roman Reigns entering.
I'm gonna say Solo Sikoa. And
having someone there for the bloodline as like a get in there and make sure Cody doesn't win type of thing.
Yep, and I think that could set something up where Roman's disappointed that he didn't finish it. Or I would say I would love it.
That would make sense for last week on SmackDown, where we saw that Roman was mad at the bloodline because they were supposed to handle it, and Solo was like, "I'll handle it."
Yeah.
And now, if he's in the Rumble, similar mindset, I'll handle it.
Right.
I'll make sure that whoever doesn't win, and then he fails.
Yeah.
Maybe even as the runner-up.
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
And then Roman, that's how Roman ends up by himself at Mania, is because he has pushed away everyone. That's an interesting story.
No tribe.
It's an interesting story.
But yeah, I think Solo is definitely. I think Solo is the only one that can be in the final four. Like and Bloodline at least. I would say Jimmy.
I don't see Jimmy.
I think Jimmy and Jay are gonna have something that sets them up for WrestleMania.
I could see that more likely.
But yeah, I think Cody Rhodes is winning, and that was my final four. So let us know in the comments. Are we stupid? Do you like our predictions?
Drop your predictions. There's only 4 matches. We'll put all 4 matches in the description so you can easily see it, copy it, and make it into a comment. If you're listening from the TikTok, make sure you subscribe. If you're listening from YouTube, also
I'm sure
make
we'll
sure you subscribe.
We'll have some polls up on TikTok, so go vote.
Yeah. Make sure you check it out. We're getting the YouTube more active, so you'll probably see this split up into multiple parts. Get over it, you jabroni marks.
And the one long video if you want to support us that way.
But until next time, this has been the Casual Marks. I'm the Mark.
And I'm the Casual. Thanks for listening.